Coming up, a deadly ambush.
And an investigation underway at a gay bar here in Boston.
All that and more today, Wednesday, November 6th. Good morning, Emerson. I'm Lauren Granada.
And I'm Angel Salcido.
We begin with the latest on a Texas pair the police are looking for. Texas police are turning to the public to help identify a man and woman in connection of the death of a New Hampshire couple. Police released a photo of the two in the car that belonged to the dead couple. James Lawrence Butler III and Michelle Elaine Butler's remains were found buried on a beach in Texas where they were camping. Their deaths were ruled homicides. Anyone who recognizes the persons of interest are asked to contact the sheriff's office.
9 Americans have been killed in northern Mexico, the youngest just 8 months old. They were ambushed driving along a dirt road. The gunmen belonged to a drug cartel. They murdered 6 children and 3 women. The victims were on their way to see relatives in Mexico when their vehicles were ambushed and they were killed. The White House released a statement saying President Donald Trump offered American assistance to, quote, ensure the perpetrators face justice.
Just 2 days after the return of the famous Popeyes chicken sandwich, a man was fatally stabbed after cutting the line to get one. 28-year-old Kevin Tyrell Davis was stabbed by an unidentified man at a Popeyes in Oxon Hill, Maryland. He was rushed to a local hospital where he later died from his injuries.
This one is extremely difficult to put into words. When we lose a life in our county, it is devastating to those who know the victims. It's devastating for our communities, but today's details, it's just hard to put into words as to what happened here.
Authorities are still looking for the suspect who fled the scene.
Police have begun an investigation into an attack outside of a gay bar. The 3 people say they were assaulted by a group while leaving Jacques Cabaret Saturday night. Jacques is a popular gay bar that welcomes straight people as well. Police released a statement saying that the victims will be pursuing this as a homophobic hate crime, and what they were always scared of happening has finally happened.
The investigation into a New Bedford plane crash is ongoing. The crash killed Paul Vital of Westport, Massachusetts, who was flying the plane. Flight data indicates the plane took off from nearby New Bedford Regional Airport and spent approximately 41 minutes in the air before crashing into a nearby cemetery. The National Transportation Safety Board said the investigation is ongoing and they have not made any determinations about why the plane went down. Let's now take a look at what we have going on outside right now.
Samantha Johns joins us with the 5-day forecast. Sam, is snow really possible tomorrow?
Good morning, everyone. It's officially November, which means winter is on its way. While it's not certain just yet, we could be seeing the first fall of snow this year arriving Thursday night into Friday morning, but I'll get more into that with the 5-day forecast. It's been a beautiful start to the day with sunny skies right now. It's 48 degrees. We can reach a high of 52 today. The sun will stay throughout the day, but temperatures will drop to a low of 38 this evening. Going into our 5-day forecast, we'll see some low pressure move through in the next couple of days, which will determine our chances of snow later this week. Thursday, we'll see a high of 57. There will be some scattered showers going into the evening. Friday will be in the upper 40s, but we will have a low of 27. It will be partly cloudy and windy. Saturday brings sunshine back into the mix with a high of 40, and then Sunday it will jump into the lower 40s. This will be a cloudy and kind of windy day. How are you guys feeling about the potential for some snow later on this week?
Well, I'm a big winter girl, so I say bring on the snow. I love snowmen, snow angels, hot chocolate. I'm all about it.
She always has, I know her because she always has her little Canada Goose jacket that she walks around with and her scarves. I'm not really a winter person because you can't do anything in winter, right? If you go outside, you're just cold and you want to go back inside. So what are you supposed to do until?
Not unless you stay active. You can go for a hike, you can go skiing.
What do you usually do when it's snowing out?
Well, I'm from Florida, so this is going to be a whole new adventure for me.
Well, there it is.
There you go.
Well, let's now go to our political correspondent, Annie Bennett, for the latest on the 2020 election. Annie?
Good morning. This week on the impeachment, President Trump's previous lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, admitted to making $500,000 from Lev Parnas. Parnas is one of 2 Ukrainian men currently arrested for investigating Hunter Biden. Both prisoners are known comrades of Giuliani and have been charged with channeling money into Trump's re-election campaign. Giuliani has refused to cooperate with the impeachment proceedings. The House of Representatives received all necessary votes to formalize and authorize the impeachment inquiry. Fiona Hill, Trump's previous Ukrainian advisor, recently testified that Giuliani has overridden official protocols. Former National Security Advisor called Giuliani a, quote, hand grenade who's going to blow everybody up, end quote. A key witness has revised their testimony, now insisting there was quid pro quo. Massachusetts, along with many other states, had a series of elections yesterday. Incumbents reigned in Boston, keeping their seats. Both Julia Mejia and Alejandra Sanguillen were running to be the first Latina city councilor in Boston. While Guillen was 10 votes away from succeeding, Mejia was elected. Guillen is calling for a recall. In Newton, Pam Wright overcame an incumbent councilor to become the first transgender woman to represent the region. In Medford, Brianna Lungo-Cohen became the next mayor by a mere 652 votes. And with so many elections yesterday, here was what you need to know 364 days until the next presidential election. Joe Biden has surpassed President Trump in recent polls by 17 points. Both Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren also have growing advantages over Trump. Beto O'Rourke has officially dropped out of the race. 6 in 10 Americans consider Trump untrustworthy, and the impeachment's not helping this perception. If his current approval ratings continue over the next year, he will be the first American president to never have majority approval. However, he is still maintaining 70 to 80% of support in his base voting groups. A friendly reminder to our viewers to register to vote and help support democracy. And finally, the Trump administration is pulling out of the Paris Climate Accords. A study by Ohio State and Yale found that deforestation is contributing less to climate change than previously thought. President Trump is aiming to ease the burden that environmental regulations have on businesses by rolling back Obama-era rules about power plants and their role in groundwater waste, giving companies more time to clean up coal ash dumps nationwide. Despite Trump's efforts, coal production is still falling rapidly. That's all for politics. Back to you, Lauren and Angel.
Thanks, Andy. We're going to take a quick break.
But when we return, singer-songwriter Kiki is here with us. Stay with us.
All right, coming back in 10 seconds. Ready, camera 1. Camera 1, you wide shot of the entire thing, and in 3, 2, 1, take it. Talent cue.
Welcome back to Emerson College. Emerson trails
Camera 4, get a shot of the players coming across the court.
10 seconds left. Emerson trails by 1 point. As
Camera 2, close upon the person shooting.
Thanks, Joe. With 10 seconds left, Emerson is hoping to pull away and score this big
Camera 1, gonna close the follow them over.
Emerson trails WPI 10 points. 10 seconds left. Emerson trails by 1 point as the team finishes their timeout.
Camera 1, close upon number 33.
Thanks, Joe. With 10 seconds left, Emerson is hoping to pull away.
Follow the ball, follow the ball.
Hey, we're your roomies, your homies, your new living best.
We live here too.
Thanks.
Action.
Do you have any idea what time it is?
It's time.
7. Oh. 7? It would mean a lot to me if you guys watch.
Welcome back to Good Morning Emerson.
Let's now head over to our entertainment correspondent, Quinn Chow, with the latest in entertainment. Quinn?
Could Anna Faris be engaged? The actress was spotted this weekend wearing a large diamond ring on her left hand. Ferris has been dating her boyfriend, cinematographer Michael Barrett, since 2017. The two met while filming the movie Overboard. Earlier this month, it was announced that the couple would be co-producing the comedy Summer Madness, where Ferris is set to play twin sisters. While Ferris and Barrett keep their relationship on the down low, Ferris has been very candid about her opinion on weddings. As a two-time divorcee, Ferris believes wedding ceremonies put too much pressure on new couples. Ellen DeGeneres will receive the Carol Burnett Award at this year's Golden Globes. The talk show host will be the second person to receive this accolade after the award's namesake Carol Burnett received it in January. The Hollywood Foreign Press Association gives the honor to someone who makes outstanding contributions to television on or off screen. President of the HFPA, Lorenzo Soria, said Ellen is a pioneer who has captivated audiences with her undeniable charm and wit. We can only hope Ellen's speech will include some of her iconic dance moves. And he truly never goes out of style. Harry Styles announced on Instagram that his second album, Fine Line, will be released in December. The internet broke as many fans showed signs of support. Even former One Direction member Niall Horan commented with excitement. The first track off the album, Lights Up, was released in October, and fans are eager to hear what the rest of the album will sound like. Harry himself described the vibe of the album by saying it's about sex and being sad. And now to spill the tea. Charlize Theron is known for transforming into the character she plays, but for her new movie Bombshell, this was a harder task than usual. Theron portrays Fox News anchor Megyn Kelly in the film. Because Theron believed the two shared no similarities, it was hard for her to dive into character. But the more and more Theron analyzed Kelly, the more she realized that both she and Kelly are women with ambition who has had that weaponized against them. So, what do you guys think about this?
Well, I think she's absolutely right, Quinn. I think that a lot of people tend to, especially in the Fox News shows, the women with the hair and the makeup, a lot of people see them as just pretty women. But when you really look at them, they are very hardworking and they worked hard to get where they are.
Absolutely, and I know Charlize was saying how it was easy to, transform the hair and the makeup, but she, after trying to get a deeper understanding of Megyn Kelly, because all you see is her as an anchor, you don't really get her whole personality when you look at her.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's one of the things about playing, especially like you said on Fox News, you have to be able to dive into the character. And the fact that she can associate herself with that character where she didn't see that happening before, I mean, anyone can look like somebody, but until you can actually understand them and then play that character perfectly, that's where you really get good performances. So I'm excited. I think this is going to be really, really awesome. And it's going to be an accurate depiction of what the show is supposed to be. All right, so let's now go to Amok Matthews and Daniel Finezza, who are in Ireland.
They are going to show us what a group travel trip is like studying abroad here at Emerson.
Good morning, Emerson. So it's 6 a.m. and we're heading to our Dublin excursion trip, and I'm really excited.
Me too. So you guys can follow along and see what a group trip is like here at the castle.
Hey guys, so right now we're on the streets of Dublin.
And we are walking to the guided tour of the Dublin Castle, which is one of the things that's offered as the group excursion program.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be hella Irish. Let's go check it out.
We are here in Northern Ireland in Belfast today.
We had a tour of Belfast and we saw like the split between the Catholic and Protestant part, and it was really cool and really heavy to hear about.
And then we were just at the Titanic Museum, which we're still outside of right now. We learned about the building of the ship because it was built right here in Belfast, and then its entire story.
And it sank.
Yeah, it did.
You didn't know.
Surprise.
Surprise.
And now we're heading on the buses back to Dublin. We have one more day left in Ireland, so we'll keep you guys along the journey.
So we just finished our Dublin excursion.
Yeah, we're free for the next week to go on a travel break. So, Mo, where are you going?
I'm going to Rome, Florence, and Venice. How about you, Danielle?
I'm going to Paris, Disneyland, and Amsterdam.
Exciting.
I know, we're doing crazy things.
We hope you enjoyed our little video.
We're here with Berkeley student, singer and songwriter Kiki, who's here to tell us about her musical background and her music. Welcome, Kiki.
Hi, thanks.
So tell us about your musical journey and when you started singing.
Okay, so I started playing the piano when I was 5, and I also started choir then, and I think like ever since then I just knew I wanted to be a musician when I grew up. And so I've just been like working towards coming to Berkeley ever since then.
So as a kid, which musicians did you look up to? And then now that you've kind of developed a little bit in your career, what musicians do you try and work your music around?
So when I was a kid, my favorite band was Coldplay, and I really loved their music. And now that I'm older, I'm obsessed with the Beatles. And I also like Rex Orange County. He's kind of new, but I definitely like using some of his techniques in my stuff.
So you said Coldplay, and then you said the Beatles.
Yes.
So what would you describe your music as? So give me 3 words.
It's indie pop, and it's kind of alternative. Those are 3 words.
Okay.
But I'm still like working out my sound, and yeah.
And do you write your own songs?
Yeah, I write all of them.
Wow, where do you get your inspiration from?
Just life, my friends, like things that people say. I kind of just hear random things that they say and pick them up and then write a song about it.
So you've been singing for how long? When did you start singing?
When I was 5.
So is there any difference you feel? Has anything changed for you now that you're, how old are you now?
I'm
19?
20.
20 years old. So
Yeah.
what's the change there? Do you still feel like it's just fun, just singing?
It's definitely fun, but I've definitely developed my voice. In my teen years, I like struggled a bit with like feeling like my voice wasn't where I wanted it to be. But now I'm at a place where I'm really happy with where it is. Yeah.
And what inspired the song you'll be singing for us today?
So I wrote it when I was 19. It's called 19. And it's kind of about looking at other people and what they're doing and feeling like at the age 19, I kind of thought that I would be in a different place than I am now, like in a better place. And so I wrote the song and I was kind of thinking like, wait, okay. I kind of felt, okay. It's just, yeah, it's about like being a certain age and feeling like you should be in a better place than you are at.
So that's a good transition then. You're in a place now where you're doing your music and this is an actual career now. So in 5 years, where do you see yourself in your career?
I really hope to be touring, like touring the world with my music. That would be awesome. And I will have just graduated from college and I hope to like, yeah, be a presence.
Awesome. We will be right back with more Kiki when we return. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Good Morning Emerson. We are here with Kiki, here to play 6 seconds. Let's do it.
Okay, guys, so you have 6 seconds to tell me 3 things to the question I asked. Got it?
Okay.
Okay, let's get started. Angel, you're first.
Okay.
Name 3 Christmas songs.
Baby, It's Cold Outside, All I Want for Christmas Is You, and Last Christmas I Gave You My Heart.
Oh,
What's that song? What's the name?
all right.
Last
All right,
Christmas,
we'll give it to you.
I
We'll
gave
give it to
my
you.
heart.
All right,
The
Kiki.
very next
Kiki's
day.
up. Name 3 Marvel movies. Go.
The Avengers, Endgame, Captain America, The Winter Soldier.
Woo! All right. With time to spare.
Whoa.
With time to spare.
The Avengers, and then she said Endgame.
Yeah, The Avengers is the first movie.
Oh,
Endgame
the
was the
original.
last
Okay,
one.
okay. I just want to
You
make
have
sure.
a problem with that?
No, I don't.
All right. Ready, Angel? Name 3. This is easy. Name 3 fall activities. Go.
Diving in leaf piles, raking leaves, and apple picking.
All right. Diving in leaf piles. Okay.
Yeah, you didn't do that?
All right. Kiki, name 3 places you have visited. Go.
Australia is the time we're on. Australia, France, and Paris. No, Italy.
There you go. All right.
Whoa.
She got it.
She lives in
She
Australia.
got it.
I've
Behind the
visited
scenes,
there.
she lives in Australia.
Doesn't mean
so.
she hasn't visited.
That doesn't mean I haven't visited.
All right. We're going to give it to her. Name 3 card games, Angel. Go.
Go fish, poker, and blackjack.
Okay. All right. Ooh, all right. Okay. Well, Kiki, name 3 pizza shops. Go.
Pizza Hut, Domino's, and Ray's Pizza.
Pizza Hut shouldn't even be considered a pizza shop.
Well, I'm not from America, so I feel
Okay,
like
that's
that was
fair.
really successful for me.
We're going to count it. Angel, name 3 female singers. Go.
Ariana Grande, I'm so angry at myself that I said that. Beyonce and Rihanna. We honor.
Wow, you didn't say Shakira?
Oh, I didn't say
shocked.
Shakira.
He's a big Shakira fan. All right, Kiki, name 3 green vegetables. Go.
Broccoli, celery, zucchini.
Oh.
There we go. Okay, she got it. All right, Angel,
Sheesh.
last one. Name 3 breakfast foods. Go.
Cereal, eggs, toast.
All right. Well, I don't know. I think you guys both got the same amount. It's a tie.
I mean,
again.
I guess.
It's a tie.
I guess. Okay.
Great job, you guys.
Thank you so much for playing 6 seconds with me.
Thank you.
As fun as it was. We are so excited to hear your performance later. Now let's go to our sports correspondent, Avi Kargloth, with the latest. Avi?
Thanks, guys. After a scorching 8-0 start to the season, the defending champs were brought back down to earth. The New England Patriots fell 37-20 in Baltimore against a Ravens team that made their extraordinary defense look, well, ordinary. This loss snaps a 13-game winning streak, including the playoffs, dating back to last season. After a bye week, the Pats' next 4 opponents all have winning records, including their next game, a Super Bowl 52 matchup with the Philadelphia Eagles. The Carolina Panthers placed quarterback Cam Newton on injured reserve yesterday, ending his regular season. Newton had been dealing with a foot injury all season, which was aggravated further during the team's Week 2 loss to Tampa Bay. Before this season, Newton had only missed 3 starts in his first 7 seasons. Second-year undrafted quarterback Kyle Allen is 5-1 as a starter this season in Newton's absence, and will continue to start as the Panthers push for the playoffs. The Boston Bruins have gotten off to a hot start this season, including an early 6-game winning streak, which came to an end last night after they fell to the Montreal Canadiens 5-4. Montreal led by as many as 2 goals before goals by Anders Bjork and Connor Clifton tied the game. Tied late in the final period, Ben Sherratt put the Canadiens in front for good and dropping the Bruins to 11-2-2. Boston will look to start a new winning streak Friday in Detroit. And finally, Atlanta Hawks forward John Collins has been suspended by the NBA for 25 games for violating the terms of the league's anti-drug program. The third-year big man from Wake Forest tested positive for growth hormone-releasing peptide 2. As the team's leading rebounder, Collins' suspension is a major blow to a young Atlanta team with playoff aspirations entering this season. Collins is the 3rd player this season to get a 25-game suspension for a drug violation behind Phoenix's DeAndre Ayton and Brooklyn's Wilson Chandler. That's all I have for sports this week. Back to you, Lauren and Angel.
Thanks, Avi. When we come back, Kiki will be here to perform her song 19.
Don't go anywhere.
Mind, body, blank.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm DP Moran, and this is Mind, Body, Blank. 5 contestants. Three insane challenges, testing your mind, body, and for the final challenge,
Hello, and welcome to the Season 16 premiere of Breaking News.
I'm your co-host, Maya O'Day.
And I'm your co-host, Tori Purcell.
Focus Features recently released a Downton Abbey movie based on the popular TV series, jam-packed with bigger secrets and bigger skirts to hide said secrets. I can't wait to be wooed by all the British accents and pale, blinding faces.
You can't find those in Boston?
I can't find the same feeling that British people give me.
Influential rock star and Cars lead singer Rick Ocasek was found dead in his apartment at the age of 75. This is truly heartbreaking news to anyone who's only heard the first 2 or 3 Cars albums.
But seriously, though.
I hear your ratings are in the red. Okay, where is vodka?
Welcome back to Good Morning Emerson.
Berkeley student Kiki is here to sing 19 for us. Take it away, Kiki.
I just wanna watch Downton Abbey in Cincinnati in a wooden chair. I just wanna feel like I'm something but be nothing and not care. Won't you wait for me? I'm sitting on the edge of 19. I never knew it would be this frightening to watch the grains of sand fall from my tongue. If I could be the girl from Twilight, I'd have unending life to use. I'd make songs for centuries and then finally I'd make it through. Won't you wait for me? I'm sitting on the edge of 19. I never knew it would be this frightening to watch the grains of sand fall from my tongue. Guess I just wanna blast the lazy song instead of figure out where I went wrong. It's easier to watch a little screen than try and figure out what it all means. 19. 19. 19. 19.
19. Give it up for Kiki and Tristan, thank you guys so much for that amazing performance.
Make sure to check out her song 19, available on Spotify.
And thank you so much for waking up with us. We'll see you next Wednesday.